Senior linebacker Aiden Fisher.
I think first of all, I think Wisconsin had like 10 possessions, and I think 8 of them were 11 yards or fewer. So why do you feel you guys were just dominant for pretty much the whole game?
First of all, I think we started out really slow. We were very messy. A lot of our angles and things that we were doing, it was just bad defense in that first half. Second half, we did a good job matching personnel. Kind of lit a fire after the first half. Kind of tried to trash everything we did in the first half. Get going in the second, but I think we did a way better job with meeting physicality with physicality. Doing a great job of tackling. I think we did a lot of things. We didn't create an edge on a lot of plays that sprung out on us. So I think we just cleaned up a lot of little things and the details, and it ultimately helped us in that second half.
When you say you kind of trash things, like significant schematic changes at halftime, or take us through what that means?
No, we just came out flat, honestly. We didn't have a lot of energy. Some guys just weren't ready to go, and I'll take the blame for that. I don't think I was ready to go. I think I could have had more energy and been a little bit more of a spark plug for the team. But it's something you got to work on. You can't have that in big games, so we got to eliminate that now. Get back to trending upward towards the end of the season. So looking forward to Purdue and kind of righting that wrong.
Yeah, it's been awesome. Our coach has done a great job preparing me for these kind of moments, and it means the world learning from Elijah and EJ and Omar and all the guys from last year who are in the league now. It just means a lot to be able to come out here and show what I can do.
Charlie, talk about all the fans, what the fan support has been for you and your team.
Oh, it's been unreal. Like, from the start of the season to the end of the season, they've come out and showed so much support. So huge shout out to them for always coming out. Like, through the good weather, through the bad weather, they're always there supporting us.
Take us through your touchdown catch. It looked like kind of an awkward catch. How were you able to hang on to it?
Yeah, so we've been talking about that play all week. They brought a corner cat, so I had a post and I had to do a little stuff off the safety. So me and Fernando have been connecting on that all week, so it was really good to see that.
How were you able to hang on to it?
We always get a good amount of jugs in after practice, so that helps.
Your connection with Fernando, obviously your roommates, but in practice, in games like this, how have you seen that grow, and how important has he been to your game?
Yeah, I mean, me and Fernando, as soon as he got here, me, Fernando, and his brother, we've always been, me and his brother were roommates our freshman year in the dorms. So when Fernando came, we would always be in the indoor and, run through routes, just getting extra work in. So it's, really good again to see us connecting on these passes.
Second half dominance has kind of been a trend this season. What do you think changes after having them for this team?
Coach Sig really comes in the locker room and calms us down and, tells us to rely on our work and our training and everything that we have done. And, as offense, we always rely on defense. We know that they can go out there and make a really good stop, and, we can do our thing.
What impact does that have as a player, to have somebody come in and kind of stay calm instead of go in and just kind of rip you a new one?
It's really good as a player, knowing that we still have our coach who believes in us and is calm and not getting on us for all of our mistakes, but getting us back on earth and getting us ready to go out there and perform.
Coach talked about how you were a little lethargic in the beginning. What are you going to use the bye week for? How are you going to take the time to reset?
Yeah, the bye week will be really good. It'll be good to give our bodies some rest. So I think going to Purdue off our bye week will be really, really beneficial for us.
So part of you that kind of wishes you're playing as big as one of you are right now?
Yeah, of course. I'll play any week. I'll play every day. I love football so much, and I'll play all the time.
How valuable is it to get a little mental rest at this time of year too?
Yeah, it's super beneficial. Our coaches do a great job of handling the mental side and letting us take a step back and cool down before going to the big game.
What's making this team special this year?
It's really the trust and the camaraderie that we have as a team. As I said, offense will always put our trust in the defense to do what they can do, and they've shown us plenty of times before that they can go out there and ball out, and we don't have to worry. So I think our trust in each other has been very beneficial.
Two more for Charlie. Riley's kind of been an unsung guy for this team. How cool was it to see him get a touchdown against a team that he obviously spent
It was awesome. I was so hyped on the sideline. That was one of the best, most hyped moments I've ever been to seeing Riley score. Riley's one of the best guys I've ever met. He's a really genuine person, and seeing him be able to get in that box against his forward team I was so happy for him.
Last one.
Omar had a slow start, but was able to score a touchdown there at the end. Throughout the season, what did you learn from him, and just how does he inspire you each and every day?
I mean, me and Coop, we trust each other, and Coop has taught me so many things that I couldn't even be able to list them all. But a really big thing is to trust God and to trust His process and everything that He's doing. So, Coop and I we're praying together, and we're always just putting our faith in God, and everything will take care of itself.
Great. Thanks, Charlie.
Thank you guys.
Thank you.